Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, here I am. It's been ages since I've made a video of my own. I've stolen a camera from the school. That's actually a lie. I've just rented it, as it were. Found out you could do that, so I took an opportunity and did it, since I'm working there for the summer. So why not? I guess I can do an update if this works. We're gonna see. But yeah, so just in case you guys hadn't seen the other video that me and Jex went on, the road tripping to some video stores, it was a good time. In case you hadn't seen that, I will formally apologize to you all right now. I'm incredibly sorry that I haven't made a video in so long. It's appalling, but you see, I don't have a camera right now. That's why I had to borrow this one. I had to rent it out. I went the extra effort just for you guys, okay? But I truly am sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. Like I said, I went through a breakup, which was not the easiest, but it was for the better. But now, you know, we're good to go with videos and whatnot. I've got this camera going right now. Right after this, we're going to do an update. But first thing of all here, I had filmed the Q&A response before this whole thing happened, just right before it actually. So, I still have that video. It's all edited and good to go. It might be a little dated, but it should be alright. So I decided to open it with this, formally apologizing to you viewers, because without you we would be nothing. Yes, I appreciate you. But yes, so, if this works, this is my introduction to the Q&A, and slowly afterwards I'll get right to an update, alright? Thank you for being patient with me, and I hope you enjoy.
Got this wicked freaking cool shirt. Look at this, Blues Brothers on the back. Check that out. I found this secondhand store. I also got like King Kong and Yes Man. Yeah, lots of stuff to catch up on. But first things first, okay? I got a Q&A to answer. Bet you thought I forgot. Guess who didn't forget? This guy. So yeah, I mean that was like before St. Patrick's Day, which was like forever ago, it seems like. So let's get right into it. Let's see if I can answer these questions as well as I can. And before I start, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna try to not say the same answers as Jex, because our tastes are very similar, okay? But it wouldn't be fair just to repeat all the things, because that would just get boring and really lame. So I'm gonna do my best to say different things, keep it interesting. That's what I do. Alright, let's get this thing started. So, these questions come to me from a viewer by the name of QKS72. I don't have a printer or a fancy clipboard, so I couldn't hold the stuff in front of me, but we learned to live with it. First I gotta say, thank you for including me into the Q&A. Feel appreciated right here, man. Let's get on to your first question. So, question the first. How long have you guys known each other, and how did you meet? We've known each other for about 3 years now, like Jack said. I don't know, you pretty much covered the story, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I went to Blockbuster a lot. Jax worked there. Was like, hey man, how's it going? And he was like, hey, pretty good. You got cool movie taste. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. And he was like, I have similar movie taste. And I was like, what? And that's basically how that started. Well, actually, it goes a little bit deeper than that for the viewer who really wants to know. So, when I was in high school, I had a few classes with a girl by the name of Sarah. Sarah's cool. And we used to hang out quite a bit. What the shit happened to that? And Sarah had a boyfriend who sounded pretty darn cool. Apparently, me and him were pretty similar. We were always talking about movies and whatnot, and, you know, just very similar. I would say a joke, it would get passed on, it would be quite funny. The joke would be said multiple times by both of us, or vice versa, you know. But anyway, it got to the point where it was like, why don't you guys just hang out? Like, you're basically almost the same person, like, why don't you just hang out? So I was like, yeah, that'd sound cool, but, you know, I don't know the guy. Like, when you don't know someone, and everyone is like, hey, you two should hang out, you can't just be like, hey man, Everyone said we should hang out. Let's just hang out and have no plan for it. It just doesn't make sense. So what happened? I went to the Blockbuster looking for a particular movie, okay? So I just waltzed in. Oh, hey, kick ass, look, it's Mallrats. Oh, hey man, can I help you with selecting a movie of any kind? Why, yes, sir. I was looking to buy Mallrats here. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea to purchase said movie because I have not seen it yet. What? You haven't seen Mallrats yet? No, I haven't. Is it super awesome? Should I have already seen this by now? Hell yeah, you should have seen this by now. Let's go hang out at my place and watch Mallrats. Okay, that sounds friggin' awesome. End of story. Basically, we've been friends ever since. Watched some Mallrats. We had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles marathon, which was friggin' awesome. Pizza was included. And, you know, rest is history. I had a big collection, he had a big collection. Had a lot of movie knowledge we brought together. Beautiful. Beauty. Known each other for 3 years, and that's pretty much how we met. There you go. So, question the second. What are your favorite movies? What are my favorite movies? So that's a good question. Well, my absolute favorite movie, without a doubt, is Jaws. I've loved that movie since, for as long as I can remember. It was the first horror movie I ever seen, and it was just awesome. I mean, the writing, the acting, the giant shark. Sharks are cool on their own. I mean, you know, couldn't hurt, right? I mean, I do like stuff like Back to the Future and, you know, Indiana Jones and things like that. There's lots of movies that go up to the top, but Jaws is pretty much my favorite movie. So, moving right along. Question number 3. What are some of your guilty pleasures? Or movies that you like that most people don't? Alright. Movies that I like that most people don't. I like the movie Black Sheep. Not the Chris Farley one, even though I do like that movie, but there's a movie called Black Sheep, which is about killer sheep. And it's ridiculous, and I just love it. There's really any B movie out there. I love it. There's a movie out right now called Sharktopus. I haven't seen it. Things like that, right up my alley. Most people are like, oh, this movie's freaking stupid. I love it. I love those movies. Can't get enough of it. That and trauma movies. A lot of people don't like trauma movies. I love trauma movies. Love them. Don't care what anyone says. Amazing. So, what is it? Question number 4 now? Yeah, question number 4. Movies you don't like that most people do. Okay, I'm switching it up. Movies I don't like that most people do like. That was a tough question, actually. I did think these all through ahead of time, but as you can see, I draw a blank when I'm put on the spot, so... Well, it's not gonna be anything crazy, like... The Dark Knight, dude? Come on! This movie's beautiful, okay? Beautiful. Batman in this... Batman. Okay, you say you don't like Bat... His voice is weird. Oh my god, his voice is weird. He's got a deep... Batman. Okay? Come on. Actually, I'm just bugging. I know, I respect that you don't like The Dark Knight, okay? It's okay, I can look past that. Really? We watched it together, man. No, I'm really just messing around. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm just messing. I too know of this guy that Jex was speaking of that ruined the movie for him, and he almost ruined the movie for me, and I only seen him for like 15 minutes. And I was just like, wow, who is this guy? Like, what the... But anyway, don't know that guy on a personal level. Watched the movie, loved it. Not the question. Movies, I don't like, most people like. I don't like Avatar much. Yeah, Avatar. I watched it, wasn't a huge fan. And it's like, I don't hate the movie. It's just... Okay, for a guy... I love James Cameron. Okay, director of Aliens, Terminator 2. He's got a lot of amazing things under his belt. Okay, the guy's amazing. It was not that good, but visually it was amazing. The Michael Bay-ness doesn't sell me. Okay, if it's all visual, it doesn't grab me. I mean, the story was okay. I guess what I'm getting at is like, for me, the movie was like, and then when I went into it, everyone was like, whoa. And then I saw it, and I was like, this is nowhere near as good as I thought. So yeah, so not a fan of Avatar. Question the 5th. What are my favorite slasher villains? Okay, I really thought about this. Because my favorite slasher villain is probably Freddy Krueger, because he's awesome, but Jex has already said this. So, to change it up a little bit, I'm gonna go with Chucky. Not just because he's a fellow redhead, but so creepy, man. Like the first one, scene where like she goes to check the batteries and it's not there, and his head goes. Whoosh. Amazing. Scared the crap out of me when I was little. Okay. Plus he's a doll, man. Like dolls freak me out a little bit. Okay. So to have like something there and you're like, oh, it's just a doll, it's totally fine, and then like messes me up. I love it. Really fun. I'm gonna go with Chucky. I know it seems kind of like lame coming off of Freddy Krueger. It's like almost like a way downhill. Well, not way down. I like Chucky, man. I'm sorry.